results. Your community is going to be in the tens of thousands of people, so you're going to find results in each case, which will be very, very helpful. Now, that's pin views, searching, and sorting. By the way, I do want to make an important note on the privacy, is that the only thing that's imported is your name and the city. So any other contact information that you put in, it's on your, you're opting into that. So if you're uncomfortable, just don't put it there. People can reach you. They're going to be able to send you messages very easily, and you can reply or not reply at your own discretion. Now, I think probably the most exciting thing about the network, not only is finding people for peer-to-peer discussions and people who can help you, is joining a group. So here's a biology group, the chemistry group, college groups. In fact, I wanted to show you there's tons of groups, and there's a group specifically for presenters. So if you are a presenter at the conference, you're going to want to find the group, click the join button. When you join that group, you're now a member of a group, and if anytime you want to leave a group, hit the leave button. But you can see other members of that group. And if you want to send them all a message, you just click the message button. Look where you are. You're back at the message center. Okay? So that's an easy way for groups to keep in touch with one another. There are any number of groups, and there are groups in categories. So there's grade level groups and staff groups and professional interest groups, and there's all the groups. If you want to create a group, just hit the create button. You can put in an icon, make it fancy, give it a name, give it a short description, then a longer description, and then pick which category. Now, we think it would be great if you're presenting that you created a group for your presentation. So all the people that go to your presentation can join the group, so then put it in the group category, 2009 National Conference. Or if you're doing a grade level group, just create that. You can also add resources, calendar, and a forum to that group, and I'll show you what those are in a second, but it's a place for a group to share information. So if you're a presenter, you definitely want to turn on the resources and the forums so that people can have a conversation around your topic, and you'll have a place to post your slide deck. Okay? Now, the NSTA organizers have created a bunch of groups as well, and they'll continue to create groups organically. Well, they'll create them specifically. You'll be able to create them organically. Okay?
Mark, if I could jump in for just one quick second.
Sure, Howard.
The groups that we've created are, most of them mirror the listserv groups at the moment, and many of the other groups mirror some of the demographic information that's obvious. We've also created a couple of groups for the New Orleans Conference, specifically the presenters group for the New Orleans Conference.
Perfect. There you go. Now, so we have groups. Now, the next thing is, I said you could have a calendar for the group. So here are the various calendars. So you'll see a calendar for every group that you're in, and you can add calendar items. It's pretty simple. You just either double-click on a day, just like a Google Calendar, and go in and determine where you're adding. I can add an event to any one of these calendars, and in fact, you can have links to, for instance, a registration page, and if I click the link that, I could put in nsta.org. Let's just say there was a registration link there. I would put that HTML. I would spell it right, of course, and then that item would show up on that page. Very, very simple to do this. We do not export these, so this is a standalone calendar. I think the more exciting area here, though, is in the forums. You'll see that there are a couple of forums that are set up. There's already a listserv user feedback forum, and there's a welcome there. It looks like Tim's already on that. Tim, I really like working with you because you're really good at all of this. And here, Kathleen, thank you. This is going to be great. By the way, just so you all know, I read, Kathleen, this is great. Look at all this stuff. Thank you. I'm paying attention to all of this information as well, and working very closely with the organizers. But you'll see here's all of the discussions that we've been having in just this last week that the site has been up. What you do is if you want to add a thread, this is a new thread, and I just add that thread. Now it's been added. Now that's just the title. So now I'm going to reply to that and give it some context. So now to this, I'm going to say, well, how do you post and reply? Let's say here is a brief tutorial. And I might type in some information there. By the way, you can style all this text as much as you want. You can put in links, etc.
Mark,
so
if
then,
I could just jump in real quick again there, too.
Yeah,
That's
Howard.
a crucial thing. All of those dialog boxes, you can see, Harry and I, who's a heavy listserv user, had several emails back and forth, both inside the system and outside the system, about that. That ability to put links in is crucial, and that specific way that you start a thread and then reply to a thread was causing some confusion, but I think you've done a great job of clearing that up, Mark. Thanks.
So there we go. So there's, I can see, notice my hand changes to the universal click me so that it knows. And what I like to do, by the way, just as a best practice, is I like to make those underlined so it's a little more obvious. So someone sees that, they go, okay, it's just yet another visual cue to people. Okay. Notice this little edit and delete. I can edit and delete my own posts, but I can't edit or delete other people's posts. So notice that's grayed out for me. Okay. And if you get to the end of the page and you see up here, there's we have pages and pages. This paging mechanism here will let you go to the next page. So as we start to get more and more threads and replies, that's how you'll find them. So each group can have its own. So for instance, here is the presenters group. There's Todd. It's just a quick test. Perfect. So that's exactly how that works. And it's pretty straightforward. The last piece I want to show you is the resources area. The resources where you can share information. So for instance, here is just some text. And here is some more text. And here is an RSS feed. So the way this works is when you want to create a resource, this is to share with other people. Here's the create button in the upper right. So I can say, here is a great tech blog that I love. And I say, do you read tech? Oh boy, I can't type and talk. Do you read TechCrunch? And I'll say, you should. And then, oh, it's a typo. I can actually right mouse. There we go. We'll fix that. Now, I want to come up here and I want to find TechCrunch. Okay, because when I'm going to go to find TechCrunch, there it is. And I see here's the RSS feed for TechCrunch. And let's get that. There we go. And I'm going to grab that and come back over to my site. And I'm going to say, yeah, I want this to be an RSS feed. I'll just do that and save it. There's no limit to the amount of text that you put here. Again, all the text can be styled, given color, etc. So now I've just added the TechCrunch feed. There we go. So now what's great about this is you can have people contributing to one big area where they've got links to websites. You can have images. So I'm thinking science experiments. This is perfect. For me, I just did a little example of things. So I uploaded 4 files, and then if you click on one of the files, you get a little viewer. So then I can go and look at all those files, and then if I found something I actually wanted to save, I could hit the Save button, and it's going to then let me save it to my local disk. Any one of these resources that you set up, you can actually make it locked. So if you want it to be read-only so people can't edit it, fine. Or you could say, hey, here's something that others can contribute to. Actually state that, that here's some interesting, add your own. Just click edit above and follow the instructions. Okay, and people would do that, and then I save it. So that's how it works. There they go. Okay.
Mark, if I could jump in, we had a couple of questions.